So what is Model Context Protocol, often referred to as MCP? This is a complicated question, by the way. You'll often find people thinking, talking about this in a pretty trite way. They'll call it, the USB-C connector of the agentic world and a lot of things like this. And that's not really saying much. The heart of it is, as an agent, right? What is an agent, by the way, right? Like I'm now using the term agent. What is an agent, right? An agent is basically an LLM in a loop. Okay, so it's an LLM that says, okay, actually, you know what? I need to go out and find information about something. And then you go off search Google. Now you get this information back, you think some more, you say, you know what? Now I actually need to do this other thing, right? Like, and then you go off do that other thing and so on and so forth. So if you sort of think about the flow of an agent, right? It's a large language model, but that large language model has to go off and interact with a whole bunch of different tools, right? How does the model interact with these tools? One way of doing this is the model is aware of all of these different APIs, right? It knows the specification of these APIs and is therefore able to interact with these APIs. And if you're building this whole agent in-house, sure, you know the APIs, you control the APIs, you can kind of make this match happen. As agents kind of expand from the individual enterprise to spanning across enterprises, or even within a large enterprise, right? Like spanning across the many different tools or APIs the enterprise is building up, right? Having this interaction happen is really, really difficult. And Model Context Protocol, MCP, was built to make this translation possible. Okay, and hence this sort of USB-C nonsense that you hear, right? I'm able to talk to a tool, I'm able to access a tool without really knowing the nitty-gritty of the API that defines that tool. Okay, so that sounds a little bit abstract, and you're a retailer, you're looking at this, you're like, well, why is this relevant to me, right? This doesn't sound relevant to me. Well, here's one reason this may actually be relevant, right? Think about agentic commerce and how agentic commerce is shaping up, okay? So you're Perplexity, somebody's on Perplexity, and they're searching for a fish finder. Okay, what do I need to do? Well, I need to go off and I need to talk to, let's say, West Marine, right? And I need to be able to talk to West Marine and say, hey, guess what? I'm Perplexity the agent. I'm acting on behalf of Vivek, and Vivek's looking for a fish finder, right? And I got to talk to West Marine and go back and forth. Think of it almost as a website, but a website for agents. How do we make that a reality? How do we embody that website? MCP is one potential way of doing this. And there's a lot of people sort of, thinking this way. We're pioneers in actually, approaching this problem, in this manner. And so that's what MCP is, and that's why it's actually valuable to retailers.